Hey truck drivers, as you may know, I have a Starlink system mounted on my truck. It is not mounted permanently. I have a star mount systems with a quick release plate. One of the problems though is the connection, which is the proprietary connection from Starlink. It's almost like a modified micro USB. Anyways, it jiggles a lot and you lose connectivity. And it makes the quick release function not work as well. So what I did was I got some information from the internet and I found out that I had to make a modification to what's called an RJ45. This is a kit that I bought. It comes with a crimping tool and the connectors and the sleeves. And I also got what's called a Weatherproof RJ45 coupler. So if you come in a little close, you can see that the inside has place for two RJ45s. Now this is assuming that you've already had a Starlink system with a star mount conversion. So that's what this video is about. So these are the pieces that I have. This is a setup of connectors that I bought, and I'm gonna make separate connections so I can move it from the truck to the house, which is my new place. Don't have any furniture yet, so I have a patio chair and a folding table. We're gonna get this done. First thing we're gonna do is take this apart. This is a Tech Pro. It's a little portable screwdriver that I bought on Amazon. I just leveled, turns straight, goes at an angle, has a little flashlight. Okay, now that I have the screws off, I can pop off the plexiglass cover, which has some moisture underneath it. And this is something that I have some sealant, some silicone sealer to help me with. And it looks like the plexiglass is cracked a little bit, but I may get another one from Brandon over at Star Mount. If you are interested in getting one of these, you can check out Star Mount Systems. I'll link it in the description. But if you come close, you can see there's some cracks here on the plexiglass, pretty much on all of them. And I'll reach out to Brandon and see if that matters. Go ahead and remove the seal. From what I understand, this cuts out this, and we have a wire to connect, to disconnect, which should be pretty easy to do since I can flip up the star mount dish and see what I'm doing. Comes off easily, and there's the star mount dish, which was modified by Star Mount Systems. I sent this to them and had them do it for me. Brandon did this himself. Now, the way that this is wired in here, it has zip ties. I need to get this off, all this silicone. Whatever silicone they use is pretty tough stuff. So I was able to cut off the wire. I did find, however, a lot of extra plastic in here and a lot of condensation, so I'm cleaning that up right now. Now I'm gonna have to cut these two wire cable ties here. There's one, there's two. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to undo these because I need more slip to come out through here. to make my connection. So at one time when this was brand new, this was nice and white, no longer the case. So my first connection is going to be through here, but that's what it's going to look like when I stick it through. Next up is my Cat 6 RJ45 cutter tool that I bought from Amazon. Came with connectors and everything. I'm going to strip this here by sticking it here. And everything says get it about good 2 inches. I was watching a very cool video. I'll try to find it and link it below, and it shows the easy way to do this. First, you gotta get the wrapping off. It's plastic wrapping. Toss that over here. So these are twisted in pairs. There we go. So you have 4 pairs. And the trick that the video showed me is that you separate these like that. And you use your sheath to go all the way down, and when it unravels them, pretty cool, squeeze and pull and it straightens the wire. So again, see how much harder it is to do without the sheath. I was just trying to show you the difference. Definitely using the sheath is a trick. So now you got all these wires. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So the tool, which is by FedEx tool, PTech tool. Anyways, comes with a wiring diagram for the different wires. And it does look like I do not need this. So I'm gonna cut it off, the shielding. So, pull it through. Okay, so we got it in there. These guys will help hold it up. Hold it up. And I'm gonna put these wires through the shield. A little thick. Nice snug fit. Okay, I'll pull it down. And don't worry about the waterproof connectors because they slide over this. I wish it had a little bit more cable. I think I'm gonna go ahead and cut this one off over here also, so I can get a little bit more length on it. Here we go. That will give me quite a bit more length. Orange, white, green. Okay guys, I have confirmed from a couple of other YouTube videos that it is a T568B connection that we are seeking. So I've already arranged these. The sequence is white, orange, orange, white, green, blue, white, blue, green, white, brown, brown. So I have these laid out here and they're in order. Now this is the part that scares me a little bit, but I've got them nice and neat. It was supposed to be over the green. So see, that's where you mess up. That's why you do this over and over. You double, you triple check. So now my tool has a cutter. It says cut here. I'm going to slide it in. There we go, nice cut. Now, Okay, after much, there's been probably an hour since I started this. This is not just a easy process that happens really fast. I'm sure guys that have been doing this a long time, I even crimped it on the wrong side, and you don't need to put the sleeve on the back. It actually is worse if you do. So now that that's on, I'm gonna put my waterproof coupler on like this, okay? And I'm gonna slide this back. The cover goes on now. This is the gasket that goes on. So you gotta kind of squeeze it through here. It's a little pain, but it does go on. And then once it gets back on, I'm gonna pull this cover back up here. And what it's doing is it's squeezing the tab down, and I don't want it to do that. So the fix I've come up with is that I'm gonna go underneath, and this is the connector. So I'll pull this back out of the way, show you what I mean. When I put it in, it does snap on. So I'm sliding the blue connector sleeve protection over the top, but I'm pushing it under so it continues to make a really good snug connection. Now I screw this part, the second piece, up against it snug. I'm gonna take my insulation here, and it is beveled in the one smaller direction, as you can see it barely. You wrap that, it's split. You wrap it around the cord. None of this is easy. It's all very, you gotta really double check yourself all as you go. So that one goes in, rotate it around, make sure that none of the tabs are underneath the blue. Push it up under. There it goes. Now that it's up there, I can seal this up tight, really tight, and we have a good snug connection. Now I'm gonna put some sealant here, reattach this here with these, and reconnect it. I've already taken my Starlink cable and cut the end off, which is right here. I think the big key that you learn from this is keep these long. Even if you have to feel them through one at a time, that's how to get it done. Make sure they're straight, and it is very time consuming, but it is doable. And I'm gonna get another one put on here, and I think this next one will get a little bit easier. But I really feel sorry for people who have to do this all the time. All right, guys, here I am up on the roof. Yes, there's a ladder right there. Anyways, up on the roof, here's my connection. And I've used some Gorilla Tape back here to mount it on the roof. And my quick mount is in now. As you can see, my scissors out of the way. Took me 2 times to do this connection. The first time I crimped it wrong and broke the clip. Had to re-strip it and strip it back some more. It is a learning process. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you next time.